that smell?
I don't know, it's such a band.
A lot of mystery smells on this thing. Oh, well, look who it is. It's our friends joining us for another episode of CCTV episode.
What does CCTV stand for?
Cow Chop TV.
So people are watching this on their TV.
On their TVs, live, like nightly news.
Yes.
Do people watch Twitch TV on their TVs?
Yeah,
Yes.
I feel like they do.
This is
right?
an app, so
Me and Aaron used to do that.
We're here with with Trevor.
We're here with the usual
me,
goons.
James,
yeah.
and Brett. Because
Yeah.
if you're listening to this on the audio version,
You'd have no way of telling what's happening.
right, you won't know what's happening. We're sitting inside of a vehicle. We got an outside shot of it already. Maybe Brett, you can tell us a little bit about what.
If you watched last Sunday's behind the scenes, you would know that Sugar Pine 7 delivered to us our Secret Santa Christmas present, a $500 pile of shit on wheels. It's a rainbow-colored hippie van full of garbage, really. There's bacon bits all over the ground. We got it leaked the last of its power steering fluid directly onto our asphalt as it pulled up. A screwdriver is what it takes to start it, and we're sitting in the
Doesn't
back.
start up anymore.
Doesn't start up anymore. You fucking burned it out, the engine, yesterday.
I tried to move it last night because Asher didn't believe in himself to maneuver around it, and he wanted me to move it, but it just didn't start up.
From where? From there?
Just to move it up. Because
was he trying to maneuver like from there around, like here?
Well,
or
he
from
was
the
parked
spot?
he was parked directly behind
Oh.
me, and so he was trying to back out and.
Something just bumped that camera. Is it okay? Camera, are you okay? Are you in a good place?
It might have been us.
It's shaking a little bit.
You might.
See?
You're shaking the. Every time you do that, it shakes, Trevor. You're literally.
Your
shaking the whole
ogre
fucking
body
set.
is shaking the van.
Sorry, man.
Maybe Lindsay can check up on it.
It's very rude of you to say ogre. I'm past that life now.
I self-identify as an ogre.
Ooh, he left that life behind.
Wow.
He started anew.
You don't have to be like a Shrek ogre. You know what I mean? I know that's the meme association, but there are lots of.
I'm just tall at this point.
You can
That
be.
could still
You're
be ogre
strong.
status.
Ogres are strong. I'm an ogre. I
got noodle worms now.
Whoa!
You lost that muscle
Noodle
mass.
Yeah.
So, I think this belonged to like somebody's like catering company or something, right?
That's a big leap that you would ever have food served out of this fucking shithole.
Well, I don't know.
Is
maybe
that big?
They've got
somebody's-
empty food trays. Is that what you mean?
That's like the background story I heard.
When they were clearing it out, there was the portable stove, like the oven top or
There was
whatever
like
that
a
was there.
single camp burner electric stove.
I feel like it was just people that lived in here.
we took the seat out.
They just lived in here freely, and maybe that was for them to go pick up their food. The bacon bits were just a topping, you know. The cups were like their usual cups. Maybe they pee in them. Maybe they drink out of them.
Fareed told me the guy's wife made him get rid of it. So I don't think they were living in
They're
it
just
actively.
lovebirds,
They're
dude.
just lazy campers that go camping maybe.
This really
and
not
just be
set
like,
up.
They got this van when they're.
Where's the key?
Where is he going?
You're moving the
I don't know.
cameras and stuff.
Where's
dude.
the key?
Where are you going? You're fucking up the frame.
Just two teenagers get a van.
Why are you? Don't start this.
And
What
they
are you
just
doing?
live in it and they explore and have fun.
like a.
I don't like that.
Dude, see, it starts up, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he's got you there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But why? What was the point?
Because you were like, it doesn't start anymore.
Maybe it was just too cold last night. I don't fucking know.
It was too cold.
Yeah.
The 67 degrees here in Los Angeles. It was too cold.
Dude, it's like fucking at least 59.
Fuck, dude.
Do you want to explore that?
There's a little drawer here. I guess, well, I don't know what you want to call it.
Make sure you
technically.
narrate for the
Compartment.
audio only.
All right,
It's side
audio only.
compartment.
There's a calculator in here.
Does it work?
2 + 2 + 2, quick maths.
Solar
It's
calculator.
got solar power, so it
We
should
do.
work.
Oh, AAA. Actually, we can use these AAA batteries.
It doesn't work.
You guys good at quick math?
It's a charge.
AAA batteries. We can use those.
What's 7 times 4?
21.
57.
Look, there's like a Pokemon Mighty Yena card. Now this really puzzles me a bit because you'd think that the casing for it would sort of like preserve the quality, like it's a good card or something. And I was like, oh shit, maybe it's mint condition. But the bottom right corner of it is just completely ripped off. And somebody had the wherewithal to like put it in a case despite that. So
And,
hang on to
and there's
that.
no other cards, so you're like, this
I mean,
is my...
it's 18 out of 108 out of a generation that's already been out for a while. So
I might have thought like maybe that was worth something either
it's
way.
not maybe.
What is that? There's like a...
Maybe it's their kid. And their kid like passed away or something. What if that's it? Sorry, I don't know.
Wow.
There's also a couple of
Yo, careful,
Trevor.
there's something sharp in there.
Trevor, you were talking about
Nature Valley.
Ew.
having that
Granola.
protein life.
Woo!
No, I don't have
Chewy
it.
bar.
Ew.
What are these, dude?
Yummy.
Eat those bad boys up. Ooh! There you go, Brett. Look at
Oh
this.
my God!
Speed Racer.
It's the Mach 5 from Speed Racer. Oh, this is an unexpected delight. All right,
Does this say
is cool.
O2?
Is that the Hot Wheels car? That thing's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, this, again, get big
Is
money
that
for
another
the company.
knife? Why are there 2 knives in this fucking vehicle?
Wow,
What are you doing? Why are you stabbing
kind of dirty. I'm
the
gonna-
#1 seller currently on the Rooster Teeth shop
of all
as always?
time.
Squiggly
Bye-bye.
Cup, newly restocked.
You guys trying to get into wherever these keys go, or
Oh
what?
shit. Dude, that's like their home key.
You know, you're thinking of heist? You
Yeah,
know what I'm
dude.
saying?
Let's go rob somebody that was already owning this.
So that's really it. Besides like 100 toothpicks in here.
Individually wrapped for your safety.
Those are useful. I think you should keep the toothpicks at least.
What does
And
this say?
It's the Homeowners Club of America.
Is that a joke? Because
This-
you're living in your van, you're like, don't worry, guys, I got this.
so that's
put it in
that.
the
That's
back
that for
window.
this drawer. That's all the collectibles. We got some
Wow.
That was
sunscreen
a
over
pretty
here.
eclectic mix,
Get
don't you
that-
think?
I just
Pokemon card.
I just want to make sure that the sun isn't gonna
You
like
guns.
burn you, Trevor. You got fair skin.
What about you, dude? You always come in like every weekend with like lobster face and shit.
every week.
I'm glad you think I go out that much that I get sunburned every fucking week.
Lobster face.
I'm protecting my own home. I don't need sunscreen.
Nice.
Wow, well, it's quite a haul. I don't know what we're going to do with this after this podcast episode. Call a tow truck and deliver it to its final resting place.
We
maybe.
should get it. We should get it smashed. Kind of like I guess septics, right? It's funny, it's just car got fucked up. But we should get like a piece of it smashed into a cube,
Yeah.
so we can have a memento.
That's a
I've
good
always
idea.
wanted to do that.
We crashed this
You and
into
fucking
Celtics new
like
car.
you and mementos, like there's like something about that. I feel like you're kind of like maybe a kleptomaniac or something. You always want a memento from something.
Why? It's
What's
just
wrong
like
with
you-
that?
It's just like you like remembering.
Like
the moments.
every single thing is like, let's get a memento for it.
You just want a
Was it-
physical representation of the moment that you shared in the time. Just because I'm not a piece of shit like you that just
Do you
has
have
to
a-
forget about every moment.
Do you have a creature's memento? What's your creature's memento?
My fucking Carl plush that I fucking slaved away for, it's sitting in my closet. Yes, I do have one. Why would I not keep one?
What's the story there, man? Why is that such a pain in the ass for you? I don't.
It was just not the vendor, but it was the maker of it. So like basically I just sent them like a concept. It was just kind of like a concept art pretty much, and then they had to make different like models of it, I guess. I think they sent me like a 3D model of it first, and they would send me different like options for like ears, eyes, nose. It's like all that different stuff where they're like, you could have this one, this one, this one. It's kind of like a Build-A-Bear, I guess, process-wise. But then it would also take like, I don't know how many weeks just to get like a sample, and it was just a big back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It eventually worked. I had said before it was the company that made the Iron Man 3 bear. The like Tony gets Pepper a giant like bunny or something like that. It was that same company.
Wow. Well, that's cool.
It was pretty cool.
Did this sell well? Clearly not, huh? Anyways, so what are we gonna talk about this week in the van?
Dude, I was kind of hoping the van would be like really it. I was hoping 40 minutes we'd kind of like tear it apart and see all the goods and valuables that's been left behind, and maybe.
Well, last week there was a lot of happenings in gaming that we didn't even touch on
What
at
was
all.
the thing you said you wanted to talk about?
Well, there was some stuff. Obviously, there was the EA stuff that.
No, but right before-
It was
Right
Epic
before-
suing a kid.
But wait,
Oh, yeah,
is
that
that what
was-
you
that
were
was
going to
kinda
talk
current.
about
Well,
right
yeah.
before we came out here? You're like, oh, I should talk about that.
I guess, yeah.
That is the thing?
There was a thing where Epic Games now is like kind of pursuing for Fortnite. They're pursuing cheaters actively and like suing them. And there was one specific case.
Suing them?
Yeah, they're suing them for technically it's I guess a breach of contract when they sign that like bullshit the agreement when you go online and stuff. So it's like a lot of people are doing it. Like a lot of companies are doing it to make sure that people don't hack and all that on their games anymore.
Wow.
And there was they specifically plucked like a 16-year-old kid, I guess, that made a video of him hacking. He made a video of himself hacking, and he was like
Nice work, dumbass.
gloating about it on a video. And they did a normal claim, just like a normal claim that we get all the time, like a video gets taken down, and the fucking kid disputed the claim. So he brought attention to the video because for some reason he wanted to fight it. I don't know why he wanted to fight it, but when he fought it, it drew the attention of Epic, and then they went after him all the way. So
Probably because he thinks it's like, it's fair use, right?
yeah, I don't know why he did that, but now he's one of the, like, he's the main kid that, like, people are putting at the forefront of, like, this kid's getting hacked.
That's
or
like downloading something illegally, and then
sued.
Comcast calls you up and is like, hey, don't do that. And you're like, no, I have the right. You know?
Not even saying like, oh, it was somebody in the house. I don't know what's going on.
Sorry,
with that.
I
No,
fucked up.
sorry.
And then you never do it again. You're like, no, I will do it, and now I'll do it more. And then like, okay, we'll just forward you to the movie studio, and they'll just
I've
deal
gotten
with
one
that.
of those notices before. They're pretty scary. I got it for like Walking Dead season 1 or something.
It tells you what it is.
Yeah,
it tells you
It
exactly
tells you
what
the
it is.
episode and everything. And I'm like,
So about that.
I don't remember downloading. Oh yeah, I did.
I never got hit up because I would do music, and I had like thousands and thousands of songs, and I don't think they ever checked, because it'd be like 30 megabytes or something like that for a song, so I never got hit. But I lived like in the same place with my aunt and uncle, and then like one day my uncle's like, hey, what does this mean? And I look at it, it's a Comcast thing, and it's like, you've been detected for downloading I believe it was an entire movie. I'm trying to remember. I think it was like Twilight or something, and it was my like cousin. My cousin downloaded the entire movie in like full length, and so Comcast is like, "Yo, don't do that." And I had to tell her like, "Yeah, you
There
can't."
were very specific
download a fucking
studios
home
that
movie like
were
that.
super active with that too. Like it was like Universal.
What? That's like
or something
that. Comcast though, just flagging you. For
Yeah, no, I'm
random
saying there were
activity.
studios that would be like around what is it, fucking Oscar season or whatever, when all the movies used to get leaked
screeners?
out. Yeah, all the screeners would get leaked out. It was like around that time people would say, don't fucking download them, even though they're like really good quality. But it'll come back to bite you in the ass like real quick, because like every movie that's up for an Oscar will get fucking leaked out.
Yeah, we got one for back in Colorado. Me and Aaron got one for what's it called with I'm forgetting his name now.
His name?
Keanu Reeves, and he's like
John Wick?
No, he fights like angels or demons or something. Constantine, yeah. We got one for that. But the thing is, because I think Aaron downloaded it.
You downloaded Constantine.
But it's on a Netflix.
In
and so like we could have watched it for free, but he downloaded it instead, and then we got marked
in
for
2016, you downloaded Constantine.
that. Yeah.
They cared enough about Constantine to yell at you, even though it was already on Netflix.
Yeah.
I feel like
You could get that shit for like free on multiple
I feel like back then
Constantine.
you had like, because I had DirecTV,
Yeah.
and so it was kind of like you had to YouTube and DirecTV, and you had to sort of like wait for movies to come on. You know, and people like, you know, they TiVo and stuff too. I didn't have TiVo.
Right.
So it'd be like, if you want to watch a movie specifically, you had to like sort of work it, you know what I mean? You had to like wait for the movie or something. So you downloaded stuff because you want to see something at a time. But now you got like Netflix, Amazon, and I mean, YouTube has its own like platform and stuff. It's so easy to watch a fucking movie.
I'm fucking
It's
mad
like,
that we don't get that shit for free from YouTube. We don't get YouTube TV for free. We should get YouTube. I want YouTube TV for free. I gotta use PlayStation View.
I'd just be
Tell
okay
her
if they
YouTube
gave us
rap.
ads again, you know?
They don't give me that shit.
I don't really care about YouTube TV.
Number one on the wish list.
How about stop demonetizing us?
That's who, yes.
So-
that's who.
Hey guys, interrupting today's busted ass podcast from our dirty van to bring you one of two sponsors that have sponsored CCTV this week. Holy cow. First up is Quip. Maybe you're doing a little holiday shopping like me, as you can see behind me here, you know, preparing for the holidays. Well, hey, have I got the product for you? Let's be honest, you're supposed to brush your teeth for 2 minutes twice a day, but do you? Whether your answer is yes, no, or maybe you need Quip, the electric toothbrush that looks like it was designed by Apple and cleans like premium electric brushes, but without the high price. It is the new electric toothbrush that packs just the right amount of vibrations into an ultra slim design with guiding pulses to simplify better brushing at a fraction of the cost of bulkier brushes. Quip comes with a mount that goes right on your mirror, fitting seamlessly into your daily routine. I've added it to mine. It's great. I love it. It's an optional subscription plan accompanying it, delivering new brush heads on a dentist recommended 3-month schedule for just $5, including free shipping worldwide. And just in time for the holidays, Quip is the ideal size and price to gift anyone on your list. Mom, dad, brothers, sisters, coworkers, do it to it. Quip has gotten write-ups in Refinery 29, Goop, GQ, Oprah's O-List, Teen Vogue, Forbes, Nylon, Men's Health. I mean, that's quite a lineup. Dude, You want to get one for yourself. They sent me one. I've been using it. We got James coming one in the mail. He wants to add it to his dental routine. Just feels good. It's simple. It's clean. Goes right on my mirror. Doesn't take up any countertop space. I love it. Quip starts at just $25, and right now, if you sign up with getquip.com/CCTV, you can get your first refill pack absolutely free. That means 3 months from now, you'll have a nice new brush coming your way. It's beautiful. So, thank you to our sponsors. Thank you, Quip, for continuing to sponsor CCTV and Cow Chop. So if you're looking for a new toothbrush, do yourself a favor, man. Get Quip.
Did you hear about Adpocalypse 3 or 3.5 or something like that? I don't even know.
Still be more
Adpocalypse
sequels.
harder or something?
More ad companies.
I haven't heard the trilogy yet. What's the
There's just
3?
more advertisers pulling out because of it was fucking Mars Candy, I think, and a couple other ones.
That's
a
a
big
Mars
company.
bar ad on a like M&Ms.
They were
right. It's like a bunch of companies under.
Yeah,
that.
there's a couple, and it was because of like their ads were appearing on like it was one specific channel, but it was supposedly a channel that like pushed their kids into like dressing up in like scantily clad clothes and stuff. Like it was a children's channel, and they caught wind of it, and it was just like this mass like children targeted area. I don't know if it was that Elsa and all that category.
Yeah,
or,
but it's just like I feel like nobody at YouTube is actually or actively aware of the content that YouTube makes.
the CEO just put out a thing like yesterday or the day before. She put out a blog post about how they're actively. You can continue.
Watching
I'll pull it up.
everything on YouTube.
No, yeah, she did.
Well, her first video was a bunch of creators that they must have like made or paid or something or asked nicely to like make a video where they're like, hey Susan, welcome to YouTube, congratulations, your first video. That's the whole first video that she has put out. So now you're talking about that she actually has another video that she
No, it's
she
not even a
talks about?
video. It's literally just a blog post. Yeah.
Yeah, all my videos got demonetized.
Really?
Like every single one. I don't know. They're just not good for ads or something. I didn't even know until like I looked at my video manager and all of them.
Harambe animation is demonetized. Wow.
Yeah.
Here it is, right here.
That was making me a lot of money too, but
Was it? I bet.
Protecting our community. It was just something about like that more of their computers have automatically recognized like excessive violent like shit that goes against their TOS,
Their
I guess.
computers can
Like,
identify?
yeah, she like breaks down like so since June we have removed over 150,000 videos for violent extremism.
I feel like that's many videos.
Machine learning is helping our human reviewers remove nearly 5 times as many videos as there were
The
previously.
computer has to tell you something's wrong. It's like
Today, 98% of the videos we remove for violent extremism are flagged by our machine learning algorithms. It's just like bullet points like that, pretty much just.
Why do you need a robot to flag it? You can't tell a video of someone being decapitated? I thought it was going to be like the fine tuning of like something. It's like,
But she makes it seem like there's an entire like section of YouTube that's just dedicated to like extremism and like radicalism where people are just killing each other.
Yeah.
And like, first of all, that's not true at all. 2, I don't think like a Call of Duty game or somebody playing PvP Minecraft falls under that category. So maybe fucking stop.
Yeah, that's the problem. When they blanket this stuff, it's like, oh, we removed 150. Like half of those are probably just like stuff that just got hit by your blanket system. Like he just got hit by a keyword.
when you're
War
playing that teddy bear game, that was like violent extremism when the teddy bears
kill.
would kill each
Yeah,
other.
just the word kill. Can't do it.
Cool,
It's
dude.
just so weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate that we talk about this stuff a lot, and I feel like people probably think that we're like mad that we're not getting paid, which partially I feel like that kind of sucks. We're losing our money, but I'm just more mad that there's nobody that can say, hey, don't do this and you'll be okay. It's just very vague. Like one thing will get up and it'll be like, oh, cool, we could do this content, and then we do it again, and then that gets flagged, but the last one didn't, and there's like no system or anything whatsoever. Like, and then we're not the only ones talking about it. Like
No explanation either.
Phil
no,
DeFranco
none of
will
that.
talk about it, like H3H will talk about it. There's nobody saying anything. We have to wait for a blog post from the CEO that's like, we've removed 1,000 videos where people are doing extreme violence. Like, great. I mean, were we part of those videos? I don't know.
You'll never know because
No,
no
we
one will
won't.
ever tell you. That's the problem, and it's not even just like. I feel like it's not. It's just a content creation problem. It's like Twitch has its own problems now, which is ever so apparent and ever so growing. VidMe just fucking closed down completely, which was supposedly the alternative, where people were like, "Go to VidMe, go to VidMe." It closed down already. Like, there is no.
My feet are dying right now.
You gotta get comfy.
You want to talk about Twitch culture?
Ow! What's on my ass?
No, dude.
There was like a...
This is going to be the president. Miss Piggy. Hiya, you fuckface.
There was a blog post on the Twitch side on like their Reddit that said like the innards of their company were like kind of working in two opposite directions, where Twitch staff is operating one way and Amazon staff is operating the other way. It's like there's no
clear direction.
And you're not safe anywhere. It doesn't matter if you're on the VOD side, if you're on the stream side.
You got to start your own website like Rooster Teeth did. That'll solve everything. Relax, have you guys been to roosterteeth.com?
People are watching this right now on the Rooster Teeth blog.
Begrudgingly. They're like, wasn't this thing supposed to re-update or something? It's supposed to be an overhaul in October, a total redesign. I feel a little bit like a mook because I was promised, and I was like...
Have they talked much about that?
No, they haven't. But they were like, you guys can let people know. And I was like, all right, guys, don't worry. We got PayPal now, but the site sucks. I think we all know that. So just waiting on that.
Fuck.
Well,
cool. So we're probably gonna like have to look at different career options pretty soon. I think you're probably well off. I'm thinking about going back to school.
We shouldn't. Our Patreon is doing very well.
That's
so thanks
true,
to that.
I mean, it hasn't really affected anything in terms of content. We got a good slate of.
Talk about our Patreon. Real quick.
Oh, okay.
Patreon really support. We've been trying to get at least one piece of decent content up per week, in addition to lots of little other sneak peeks. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying that. But
I was going to say that the holiday slate of content is coming up as well, which is pretty good thus far, I would say. It's kind of, still has the same aesthetic. It's not like we dipped on any of that stuff, like the buyer's guide and all that shit, so.
You guys made a really big mess. It's coming soon. So get ready.
Dude,
there's a teaser for that on the Patreon. Did you put it up yet? There's a teaser for the gift guide.
I should do that right after we finish filming this.
What did I miss?
It was just
a little sneak peek of him standing in the aftermath.
He missed the whole thing though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll show you. I'll show you. Don't worry.
Made a big old mess.
I saw a snap of Jacob smoking a vape pen.
I don't know what that's from. That's probably his own time.
That wasn't the gift guide?
Oh yeah, it actually was.
Why are these little spoiler babies?
I don't know.
Always posting on a Snapchat. They're like, "Hey guys, I got a little piece of something for you, a little piece of content for you."
You gotta follow them to make sure.
Yeah, Asher's bad about that.
I don't post spoilers, dude. I did it like a couple times a long time ago.
It's like you guys are taking like Instagram pictures of the Lambo and we're stuck in the middle of the fucking desert. Dude, can't wait to post this.
Asher's like, "Can I post this picture of me in the outfit for the Patreon video?" I was like, "No, dude."
I held on to that video or that picture for so long, dude. Just because of how long it took for that video to come out.
I had no good pictures of that.
No?
No. I enjoyed the experience.
At the end of the day, I was going around getting pictures. I got pictures of Brett.
You didn't get
James didn't want any, but he took a couple anyway of him standing in the road.
I'm just so modest, I just don't need it, dude. Take a picture. Take a picture in front of my sick vehicle right there.
It wasn't like show off. It was more like, look, like cow chop guys, they got a freaking cool car.
Well, yeah, I mean, you guys
somebody
did it for me then. It's all good.
It's true.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's more pictures. We're making a mess today though. Pretty shortly actually. Here there should be.
We are.
Maybe 30 minutes long. I am.
A mess?
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, I guess.
It's gonna be a big mess.
I'm leaving after we're done recording.
Yeah,
Have you guys ever walked? You guys go into the Starbucks or do you use the drive-through?
I don't ever go to Starbucks.
What? There's a drive-through? Where?
There's a lot of drive-through Starbucks now.
I think in Colorado, I'd only use the drive-through. Yeah.
There was a weird instance that I remember briefly now.
You'd be on that one.
You're in it, right?
Okay, thanks.
I went into a Starbucks, and they're always packed. But you know how people use like Starbucks as kind of like a little hangout to do their homeworks and like their
work on their
projects.
screenplays.
Yeah, for one, my first thought was like, why would you even do that? It's so fucking noisy in there. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't just go somewhere else. You could just go to a
library.
You could go to a library, where they have rules.
Though.
There was nobody in there wearing headphones. And on top of that, I don't want to be ignorant, but I saw somebody working in PowerPoint, and it was fucking horrendous, dude. I'm so sorry, but like, what the fuck are you working on? She was like putting together a PowerPoint presentation, and she had like little snowmen all over it. It was like a Christmas greeting card, and I was like, that shit's ugly.
What if it was just for school, dude?
Why would that make you ignorant? You try talking PowerPoint. Like,
I'm just saying,
James, you ignorant asshole.
because I feel like I would probably do way better. Like, I don't know. I felt like ignorant in thinking that, because it was like, man, that's just really shit. Why are you wasting your time? Like, it's just ugly. I'm sorry.
Why are
You're sitting inside a Starbucks where it's loud. It's like as loud as can be. And everybody's working on different shit. I saw somebody else watching the stocks. I was like, oh, that guy's watching the stocks. And
He's waiting for Bitcoin so he can buy it at the maximum price.
Yeah, it went up and then it dropped back down immediately, dude.
No fucking shit.
It's just weird. It's just a weird atmosphere. It's like I just don't see how that's good for anybody that like hangs out in the Starbucks to get their work done. I feel like they should like go somewhere quieter or something and do something else.
I think some people, maybe they work better in like that environment, you know?
Well, surely that chick didn't.
You're blaming the quality of her PowerPoint on the environment that she was
Maybe.
in?
I mean, she
If
also
she could concentrate, she'd have better
She also didn't know how to drag the clip art of the snowman. It was just stuck in the lower left corner.
It's kind of like how
How long
my,
did you watch this chick work on her PowerPoint?
Well, I was waiting for the coffee, so I was watching her the whole time.
You're like, this is bad. I should say something.
Maybe she was just like,
I can't.
you know, maybe she needed like public approval or something, right? Like if you're practicing guitar and you go out in public and just like you play to people and they're like, that's pretty fucking bad. And you can be
Like, this
"Oh,
just
well."
isn't good. Just stop while you're ahead.
Yeah, she was waiting for you to come on. Be like, just stop.
And for the record, you don't need to do any of that. You should move that snowman to the middle or something like that. You can't leave it off the holiday card. It's just bad.
Some people will like practice music and instead of like, you know, getting like a little mixer for yourself with like headphones, they'll like openly get an amp and then they'll play it out with like windows open, but then they'll just play the same song over and over again with like neighbors that just have to listen to the same fucking like
Smoke on the
bullshit.
water.
Yeah, smoke on the water, like like any 3-chord song like over and over again out of rhythm.
Yeah, it's the same thing, dude.
Hey, back again here in the parking lot to bring you our other sponsor for today. You know him by name already. It's Vincero, bringing us these sleek, beautiful watches that you've seen on our arms for like 2 months now, maybe 3 months, I don't know. They've advertised on Amazon, they've advertised on CCTV. They are friends of the channel, Vincero. And not only that, they're slick watches, man. You know, a watch like Vincero's can easily retail for more than $500, but with Vincero, you can score one for a little more than $100. They have more than 3,000 5-star reviews, free shipping, and a 24-month warranty. Seriously, you gotta check them out. With full-grain Italian leather bands and genuine Italian marble. Mamma mia, you won't believe they started just over $100. Listen, we've been wearing ours. I love mine. As I always say, it's a part of my daily routine. I wake up, get ready for the day here at the office, slap on my Vincero watch, and I'm like, all right, no matter what horrible thing happens, what destruction goes on around me, I'll be keeping the time and I'll know when it's time to get my car and go home. So, Vincero, affordable, stylish. You've seen them on Sugar Pine 7, you've seen them here. If you're in the market for a watch to sort of class up your style, you know, it's surprising what a nice looking watch will do to your everyday outfit. You know, maybe you're going on a date, you're going to that holiday party, you want to show off a little affordable bling. I really do love my Vincero watch. So if you're looking to impress, use our special code vincerocollective.com/CCTV for 15% off your first watch. You know, get that bargain. You'll have a style on your arm, a little extra money in the bank, and a little extra swagger in your step. Do yourself a favor. I love mine. Somehow I haven't scratched it up. It's survived, you know, Couch Hop Warehouse. I think it can survive pretty much anywhere. So, Vincero Collective, thank you for sponsoring this funny little podcast. But I love like school projects when like someone has to do something and they're bad at it, but they just have to keep going. You can't even really be mad at them. It's not like, hey, don't go play guitar, you suck. They're just like, I just tried to get an A and I did a bad job. I love when like people make school projects and then like trip and break their shit, or it's just terrible and embarrassing. I'm
sorry to cut you off. I had a
There's no more.
I had a science project that was like one of like our midterm things in high school, and it was like, you know, you have to make like the, what do you call it? it's the
The
big-
fold out thing.
Yeah, the
diorama?
those, yeah.
Oh,
the
no.
display.
What is it
Presentation
called?
thing.
Yeah.
Those things where it's like the 3-fold thing
Yeah,
that everyone
yeah.
does at a science fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck. I
can't remember what they're called.
Yeah, I can't remember it either. But every single person had to make one.
no.
Yeah.
And like, dude, I waited till the last fucking day. I did half of it at night when I was like, oh shit, you know. And in the morning I had pictures and stuff and like bullshit sentences, but I was trying to think of the filler.
Yeah.
So my go-to was I took Sharpies and stuff, and I just made a whole bunch of my graphics teacher would call them like squigglies.
Yeah.
It's just like all over it, right? Just for filler. I got a 94 on it, right? Yeah. And like I had a person next to me that knew I bullshitted it. They got a 70. They were fucking fuming. And in my head, I'm like, holy shit, like school sucks, dude. like somebody could spend actual effort, and I could just come in and be a piece of shit.
What was it on?
I think mine was like on like some dinosaur shit. It wasn't specifically dinosaur shit, but it was like on like a skeleton or something like that. And it was just really, really basic stuff, but it looked really bland, and I think the teacher went for presentation, and
It's pretty much
Yeah,
what
man,
I did in
that's-
Spanish.
but that was my go-to from then on. Was just
Squiggles.
squigglies.
What was your topic?
Use
It
fillers.
was just like make up a story in PowerPoint and then say in Spanish. But I did it like the night before and I used Google Translate. But I drew it up in Photoshop and I made a decent PowerPoint. So it was better than everyone's, but it was the worst Spanish. But she liked me for some reason because I could help with computers. And it was just like.
Did you ever do a science fair like he did?
I'm pretty sure I did like the fold out thing. And
What did you do for that?
I can't remember.
Come on.
It was probably something like so basic.
Mine was
Just-
pretty bad too. Mine was like, what gum flavor lasts the longest? And I did like Big Red and
What?
Juicy Fruit and Winter Fresh and all that. It was fucking bad.
A
It was
scientific exploration.
yeah, no, it was really bad. I didn't know what else to do. I was not creative.
I had
at
one
all.
on like what like levels of water had more like pH levels, or like what types of water. So I had like Dasani, and I had like Aquafina. I had like pool water, and I was like, yeah, the pool water has more chlorine in it. It was like I had test tubes. I just put them in, and I was like, this is fucking stupid. Like none of this. First of all, none of this really matters too much. But it was like, I guess Dasani was like less pH. I don't fucking honestly remember. But it was just like you had to pick topics and to present them, and that was one of the things I thought about. I'm like, which water's better? It was, sure, dude, do a fucking entire project on
Just
water.
whatever pops into your mind is like all of those science projects. Mine was like, if you shine a light on a cricket all the time, do they ever chirp? Or do they just die? So I had like
Google it.
I had one in total darkness, like a container of them in darkness, and one that was always under a lamp, and the one that was normal. And it's just like they just smelled, and then they died, and you're just like, what did I learn?
And
I don't know.
you burned them. You essentially killed half of them because
wasn't-
of the sunlight or the lamp
it wasn't that bad.
overheated.
Did you ever dissect a pig or
No.
something?
A frog.
a worm, a giant
worm.
worm.
Ew.
And you're like, that's a worm. What was I supposed to learn?
I never had to dissect
a frog.
anything. And I was
Frogs
kind
are
of
gross.
disappointed at the time,
It's
but looking
gross.
back, I know I probably wouldn't have wanted to do
I think
it.
the smell is the worst.
The smell
because
sticks with
the
you.
way to keep them to like not
Right.
fucking
To preserve them with
yeah,
preservatives.
The smell is just the worst.
There was a
You had to
kid.
use like little pins and stuff.
Yeah,
on
you
their
cut
skins.
open
had to,
their
like, cut
stomach,
them open,
and then you
then
Aren't they
fucking-
like pre-cut? No.
No, you
cut?
had to cut open the stomach and then cut the sides and then
like,
you
pin
peel
the
it.
flabs of the
Yeah,
skin.
and then you pin it, and then you start digging through it.
I wonder if
and
they still do that, or is that too like what's the word?
too violent.
Yeah, is it like too violent?
I don't-
Like,
I
They were
mean,
doing it
shit
when
like
I
that?
They
left.
definitely still have like cadavers. so
Yeah, I
don't
mean
know why
that's
that'd
only
be
what
different.
like 3 years ago for me.
I know in college you probably would, because
good
like
point.
why the fuck else? But because we did it in high school, I wonder if high school are more like don't do that. It's promoting.
There was a
Like,
kid because I had
sociopathy or something.
we had like an east and a west school, and at the east school they didn't do it, but at the west school they did. And there was an instance where we only heard about it because like me and Joe were in the east school, but the west school one day was shut down completely, and we didn't know why. And so we were asking some of the west teachers because on some classes we'd cross into the
Right.
other school, and so we'd go through this alleyway to get to the west side, and like. I asked one of the teachers on the west side, and it turned out like that a kid dropped one of those like in the jar, like one of the pigs.
Oh,
He dropped it like in the class, and it shattered and went everywhere. And there was like some kind of weird contamination with it that it like fucked with the school, and all of them had to like evacuate out for like a good couple hours, and they had to have cleaners come in and clean up whatever the fuck it
How
was.
could it be that bad?
I don't know.
I broke a thermometer in science class once, and liquid mercury went all over my shoes, and no, they didn't clean up after me. So why would they clean up? He sent me to like the office, like I had been in trouble, and I was like, I have mercury. And I've thought about that ever since. I'm like, did something happen to me? Am I gonna suffer some adverse reaction? But someone drops a dead pig on the floor, and they're like, no, get out of here.
Unless it was a fib or something like that.
Did your science teacher send you to the?
Yeah, he had a little cleanup kit or something. He was like, I was like tapping it on my hand. I was like, guys, I don't know about, and then it broke and mercury went all over my shoes and my hand.
So that was like your thing was like.
That's when he started to tick.
Yeah, that shot burned it into my brain forever.
Just burned it like muscle memory at that point. The mercury fucked with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a science teacher that sent me to the principal's office because like I came in her class and I had a 5-hour energy, and I took it out and like walking in and I'm like, I'm ready for this test, and I like waved it to her and she thought I had like some weird drug,
performance enhancing
something. Like she totally like freaked out and like called, and I had to go down. They had like nurses like raid my locker to like see if I had drugs. I'm like, what's going on? I was like, oh, the 5-hour energy, and they're like, you shouldn't do that. What?
Trying to make a joke to your teacher.
No, I guess it was a low-key joke, but I like how, so I'm just thinking, it's like, did your science teacher was like, no, just you're in trouble now.
He hated me, dude. I don't know what his problem was. He was this little fucking nerd. He fucking hated me. He hated my guts for some reason. He was always giving me shit.
I remember some workers sprayed like pesticide into like our vents by accident, but like everyone started smelling something, and then they finally figured it out when they went outside, and some guy was just kept spraying like pesticide everywhere and in the vents, and like the whole school had to be evacuated. And we sat out there for a couple hours as fucking pesticide was just like leaking into our classrooms.
Wow.
It's gross.
Evacuations or something. Do you ever have any bomb threats?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bomb threats.
Yes.
A couple
of bomb threats.
I had a real gun threat at my middle school once. Like some kid pulled out in the bathroom and he was like crying or something, and then some person reported it, and
he had a gun?
yeah, he had an actual gun. He didn't use it, but he was like mentally fucked up or something.
What the fuck?
So it was a bad school. It was like a trailer park school where it's just like trailers for classrooms and stuff.
That's so weird. I was in high school when Columbine happened, and I didn't think about you guys. It's like all the shit that's happened since then, where it's got to be crazy nowadays.
Yeah.
That was a new thing for us. We were like, what the fuck? Damn.
That was what started it all.
Shit. We released like 13 balloons in our front of our school or something, and I remember being annoyed. I was like, it's just gonna go, and some animal's gonna eat them, and you're like, it's just like more bullshit.
You gotta do something, dude. Every time there's tragedy, you gotta like
make some weird gesture.
Yeah, like throw balloons out or something like that, right?
Are you still not allowed to wear masks in the theater because of that whole deal? Is that?
First of all, why would you? You go to like a Star Wars movie, and you're
I
like,
didn't know this was a thing to begin with. What do you mean?
People dressed up all the time going to the Alamo. Like when we would go see like fucking superhero movies and stuff, they would dress up all the time.
He just means like entering the lobby with a character mask.
But we were in Colorado. When were you in Colorado then? When you could do that? Was that 2012? The Joker shooting?
Oh God,
I don't know. The Dark Knight thing.
I also worked at that mall, that Aurora Mall that theater is attached to. I've been very close to a lot of Colorado shit. But
actually, I get kind of like, all right, so like in Colorado, they started doing the whole thing with like they have the staff go through the theaters and check the exit doors, right? So they'd go and like check exit door 1, exit door 2, and leave, and they do that twice during the movies. And out here, I went to the ArcLight, and I was like, I was somebody, and I whispered to them, I'm like, they're not checking doors here, like they're not checking the doors. You know what I mean? It's just this weird thing where it's like, oh, it happened in Colorado, and we're gonna do it in all these places in Colorado, but because it never happened out here in like West Hollywood or something.
Are you paranoid when you go to the movie theaters? Do you ever like someone will like walk past me and during a movie, and I'll be like, do I have to tackle this person? Or like, can I make a rush? Like,
I get worried about people that are by themselves.
Yeah.
If you're by yourself in a movie, I'm always like checking you a couple of times.
And I always go alone in the movie, so on someone else's night.
Oh yeah, no. And if you get up and leave during random intervals in the movie, like not during like intermissions, that could be like kind of boring parts. But if you leave during an action scene, I'm like onto you, dude. I'm
dude,
waiting for you to come back.
Have to pee really bad, man. Like I had that happen to me when we went to ArcLight on Sunday. We saw the Disaster Artist, and I had to piss really fucking bad. I was holding it in because it was really funny, but I just had to get up and go pee. But it was during a good part too, because I missed the Bryan Cranston scene that happens in that movie.
He's in that? Damn.
Really?
I can see that.
I don't know that's out already.
It's a pretty
Dude, you
good
didn't
movie.
fucking invite me or anybody.
Yeah, dude. He went by himself.
Went by yourself?
No, Asher like picked up tickets like last minute.
Asher, yeah. I bet Asher went out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, dude. I invite you guys all the time and knowing like, hey, Alex, we're checking this movie
It was
out.
it was honestly a
I'll buy
last
you
minute
tickets
thing.
too to the movies too.
Because it was like 5 p.m. and we're just like.
It's cool though.
All right. I mean, because we watched The Room and that was really bad. That was a bad movie.
It's not like 5 minutes away from me.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
I think you saw Shane Dawson at the movies. I think he was in our theater.
Congratulations, dude.
Yeah, I didn't get to see him or anything, but
You think he was in your
think you
theater?
saw Shane Dawson?
well, he saw him come out of the bathroom and stuff.
Which bathroom?
Men's.
Oh, men's.
Yeah.
I didn't know which one he uses nowadays. I guess. Anyway, I guess next time you go out, dude, maybe like invite your friends out.
Yeah, of course.
I guess tell Asher that too.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like awkward now sitting like here talking to you.
Oh, I mean, he's the one who picked up the tickets.
Yeah, that's
and it was
whatever,
like
dude.
last minute. And
So yeah, man, like no shootings in California. I guess they don't check exit doors.
Well, it's good to be vigilant. You feel paranoid, but you never know.
Do you have like a spot that you're gonna dive? Do you plan it out in your head? Like, he comes in through that way, I
dive into him.
You dive into him?
well, you find the nearest
assailant.
dead body, and then you put that on you, and then you go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then you go to sleep.
Because then that way it looks like you're actually dead. And if
When you're sleeping?
Yeah. If he tries to bug you, you just don't wake up.
If he tries to bug you. Great plan.
Yeah.
I think you're ready. Yikes. Well, on that note, any final thoughts for this week's CCTV?
I guess it was shortly after in 2012. They did make that rule after. It was AMC and Regal. They announced like a crackdown on costume.
No more costumes.
I'm sure it's annoying anyway for people to come in fucking costumes that probably like reached up high.
Oh no, yeah, it was weird. Like for some of those, I'm just saying like some people did like come in with full like cosplay and shit. And
I know.
I saw
it happen at
Was he dressed?
As the Joker?
No, like as anybody. Because I think the Joker thing was a meme. Because like he looked like him with the orange hair during the
He
courtroom
dressed up
thing.
like him a bunch.
I think he had dyed hair, didn't he? Did he have dyed hair?
He had dyed hair, but
orange
people
hair.
were like, "Oh, he's like the Joker because he looks fucked up and whatever." But
I don't remember. It's been a
I don't know
while.
if he actually dressed up or not.
I don't think he did. I think it was just like, it was because that was the movie playing and he dyed his hair orange.
Yeah. Do you think anybody that like wants to dress as the Joker and goes to see
probably
like Justice League would have a good time?
No. Unless they dressed up as Jared Leto's Joker.
Well, even then, I feel it's a little questionable.
You'd look like an idiot, so it'd
Yeah.
still be bad. So. Yeah, that's the tough part.
No, I mean this was a cool spot. Kind of reminds me of like, you know,
Why?
Don't breathe
Dude!
that. Don't breathe that.
Oh god.
Why did you do that? All right.
see
Well,
ya.
gotta go. See you next week on all new CCTV. Big mistakes. Big mistake.
That's not
Big mistake.
what
Let
the
me
fuck?
out.
Get out, dude. What the fuck? What is that kind of poison in the fucking ceiling,
Why?
dude?
Why did you
Is that asbestos, dude? Is that asbestos? in here?
What the fuck?
Hey,
you
where's
say?
that
What the
Pokemon
fuck?
card? Oh, I got it. I got the Pokemon card.
What the heck, dude?
Rudy,
Can I get a psychic energy reading, please?
You have got to be more polite than that, my friend.
Can I have a psychic energy reading, please, Adam?
Oh, my goodness. At least he was clever, ladies and gentlemen.